The IT world is in transition today more than ever. Innovations are driven by young entrepreneurs. New business models are emerging. The workshop, Ideation and Business Planning from EIT ICT Labs puts a focus on how innovation happens today.
People often think that ideas are like a eureka moment that comes to their head, that like find a needle in a haystack. But ideas are not needles in a haystack, there's just hay. And you have to build your ideas from that hay. And that's why in this workshop we're training and talking with people so that they can actually start building these ideas.
I came this workshop with a business idea. It's a web service platform that connects grandparents and grandchildren. It's a platform where grandparents can exercise while their grandchildren can play the game simultaneously while having fun and sharing content together. Am I entrepreneurial? Well, it's difficult to say. However, I always find myself in my daily life noting down things on my phone, on my walls, and having new ideas in my mind. So I can say that I'm definitely an innovative person. And this workshop taught me that how I can be entrepreneurial and innovative by collaborating with people, generating new ideas and making them happen.
Let's talk about design thinking. When you come from a technological background, the usual way to solve problems is that you already have a problem framing in mind, and then you start ideating, thinking of that specific problem, and you select the most promising solution. The problem with this is that solutions are usually very predictable. They are only incremental innovations, but not disruptive. It's different with design thinking. It involves the user early on from the very beginning. First of all, by empathic exploration, you try to find out what the real needs of your user are. Then you frame the right problem, and then you start ideating and building prototypes so you can test them with your user. It's an iterative process, not just a straightforward process, and you can go back to any step at any point in time. It's the way a designer works.
Go to the people already with the problem, and you make sure that you understand the problem well, and with the solution you go to the people again, and it's a very interactive thing. So you don't stay at the laboratory, you don't stay in your office, you don't stay at your seat and try to come up with the perfect solution, but you go out there as early as possible.
The success of a product or service depends on the whole business model, and a business model answers the simple question, what do you offer to whom and how is that reflected in cost and revenues? Now, the business model canvas developed by Alexander Osterwalder consists of 9 building blocks. For example, the value proposition, so what is it that I'm offering? Who are my customer segments? How do I serve them? What channels do I use? And how do I create revenues with that? And simply display the business model in a very consistent way to discuss it with others.
From the beginning, we created a lot of crazy ideas, and then while working on the business model. So yes, there were some ideas being killed, and then there were some ideas being newly born. So that was a great workshop for me to further implement and have more ideas about my business idea, and then improve it further for my future startup company.